So thank you so much and for the invitation. Good morning, everyone. So thank you to give me the opportunity to introduce Collin Medical in Slovakia, and to present you the first and only one robot in the world dedicated for ear surgery. So just in few words, Collin was founded in 8020, means it's the oldest company in health industry, and we are strongly focused in ENT market. We are developing, distributing, and creating product for ENT market, and we are creating new innovation, like the Collin navigation system and the RobOtol, like I said, the only one robot in the world dedicated for ear surgery. When the story of this robot started, this story started in 2005, so long time ago. It was the RobOtol is a result of the combination of the collaboration between surgeon first, engineer, and research laboratories of robotic. During the story of the RobOtol, we have different and several milestones, very important milestones. The first one in 2010 in the ICROS. ICROS is the International Conference on Intelligence Robotic Systems, and RobOtol, with the prototype of the RobOtol, win the first prize ahead the aeronautic and aerospatial. This is the first step. The second step was during the IFOS. IFOS is a World Congress for ENT, and in 2017, RobOtol win the award of the innovation. It was the result of the votes of otologists and professionals. You can see here Professor Profont know very well the robot. But the question is why a robot in otology is needed. This is crucial as a question. First, according to the World Health Organization, it's a huge concern. 5% of the world population suffer from disabling hearing loss. This is the seventh cause of disability. And in 2015, 10% of the population will suffer from disabling hearing loss. This is a very important point. The second point, it's about surgery. When a surgeon has to perform a surgery, he has to perform surgery in two areas. First one, in the middle ear surgery. And everybody knows that in the middle here, we have the smallest bone in the body. So it's a question of millimeter. It's very fragile, and it's a challenge for the surgeons to manage these structures. The second area is into the inner ear. Into the inner ear, we have the hair cells inside cochlea. Just in terms of comparison, the hair cells inside cochlea are 10 times smaller than the diameter of a hair. Means it's very fragile. It's a challenge for the surgeons to be atraumatic during these surgeries. And the only tool that the surgeon have, if I can say like that, it's the hand. The hand of the surgeon can perform complex gesture with a high degree of liberty, with a very huge sensitive feedback. But we have a huge but. The accuracy is limited by involuntary movement, means tremor, no control movement, and drift. This is an issue, this is the challenge for the surgeons. That's why RobOtol, it's an extremely promising tool in ENT surgeries, for middle ear surgeries, for inner ear surgeries, and to inject new therapy in the inner ear, thanks to the precision of the RobOtol. The precision of the RobOtol is 5 micrometer. Means we can achieve a very safety surgery in the inner ear and in the middle ear. How does it work? The RobOtol has 3 different arms. One is for passive instruments. The other one is for active instruments, forceps, for example, syringe for injection. And we have another arm for optics. At the beginning of the surgery, the surgeons choose the arm needed for the surgery. Just few images about the RobOtol and some comments about surgeons.
This is how the robot movements can be observed. You can see here the arm of the robot holding an endoscope. The movements are extremely slow and extremely precise.
You can see here how to manage a RobOtol with a space mouse. Very simple tool.
Aujourd'hui, le RobOtol est le seul robot qui est capable de réaliser des chirurgies de l'oreille moyenne et des chirurgies de l'oreille interne. Donc c'est un robot qui a été conçu par des chirurgiens otologiques pour l'otologie, donc il répond à tous les besoins de l'otologie. Alors le robot a 3 indications qui correspondent en fait aux 3 indications majeures de l'otologie. La première, c'est toute la chirurgie de l'otite chronique et du cholestéatome. La deuxième indication, c'est la chirurgie de l'autospongiose, donc une maladie dans laquelle le dernier osselet, l'étrier, est bloqué. Et la troisième indication majeure du robot, c'est l'implantation cochléaire. Donc on gagne en précision en supprimant tous les tremblements, on gagne sur la précision des déplacements, on diminue la taille de nos voies d'abord, on a une meilleure exposition et un meilleur contrôle de tous les gestes que l'on peut effectuer au cours de la chirurgie.
Actually used to introduce cochlear implant. This is an example of an introduction of an electrode into the cochlea. You can see here that the movements are extremely slow and regular. This is a speeded video. Here, this is on this temporal bone, the introduction of the electrode array into the cochlea. This is a very nice and smooth and regular movement.
So just to summarize, we have seen 2 types of surgeries with the RobOtol. So in terms of value proposition, the arm dedicated for active or for instruments allows to decrease surgical viability by controlling the speed and acceleration of the electrode insertion, decrease the risk of additional hearing loss or vestibular symptoms. The precision is a question of micrometer. The precision is beyond human capability. The reproducibility, safety, steady, the perfect control, and the small print are the other advantage of this arm. The second arm or the third arm, the optic arm, is for this arm, the vision and the ergonomy is better. And so we can reduce the complication and recurrences. We can treat complex pathology, and for the surgeons, it's now the opportunity to perform surgery with 2 hands, thanks to this arm. We can imagine and we can prove now with this arm, we can decrease the time of hospitalization, and the rapid recovery after surgery, it's another advantage. And in terms of learning curve, thanks to the robot with this arm, we can decrease significantly the learning curve for endoscopy surgery. Just in terms of information, we launched the robot now 3 years ago, and just to give you an overview about the current user, this is the daily user. So we have here the users in France, in China, in Germany, in Italy, and in Czech Republic. All these surgeons are using every day the RobOtol in different surgeries. In terms of proof, in terms of study, it's important to have that. We have to know that 15 studies are showing that the benefits of the robots. And to summarize, for the patients, it's the opportunity to have a minimal invasive transtympanic surgery to gaining in hearing, for surgeons, for reduction of complication and recurrences, treatment of complex pathology, the vision and the ergonomy. For the institution, the ambulatory surgery, it's a stake, and the reduction of the surgical time, it's another advantage you can have with the RobOtol. The attractivity for patients and surgeons, it's another point. And for the payers, the reduction of the cost of the treatment path, it's another point. And the promotion of healthcare structure and clinical research are other advantages for the payers. Just 2 words about the future. We are working about new tools. We are connecting the RobOtol with the navigation. We are working on augmented reality and artificial intelligence. Thanks for your attention.
To bol pán Erik Barat. Ďakujeme pekne za prezentáciu. Merci.